Hey, what's up guys, my name is legoletegamer and welcome back you guys to another Call of Duty Infinite Warfare video. In today's video guys, I'm going to be bringing you the best class setup for the OSA. Now the OSA is the first classic weapon that you unlock in Infinite Warfare, and you get this gun simply by reaching level 55, and this gun is basically the ARX-160 from Advanced Warfare and also Call of Duty Ghost. In Advanced Warfare this gun was a 3-round burst weapon, but in this game it's a full auto just like it was in Call of Duty Ghost, so I'm glad they implemented back here in Infinite Warfare. But anyway guys, today I'm going to be bringing you the best class setup for the OSA. I'm also going to be talking about what I honestly think are the best attachments for this gun. So if you guys do enjoy this video and you find this video beneficial, make sure you guys definitely drop a like. That would really help me out. And if you haven't seen any of the previous class setups, I'll link a playlist in the description below. But anyway, let's get straight into the video. So the OSA, like I said, is the classic weapon in this game. It's the first one that you get. So I'm going to have a very rush-oriented class because this gun melts at close range, but I feel like at those longer distances, this gun doesn't work very well. So I have a very good class setup. So the first attachment is going to be Quick Draw. Now I use Quick Draw again most of the time for many of my ARs and SMGs just because I want to have that upper hand in those gunfights. If you're really struggling winning gunfights and you just seem to die a lot more often, it's definitely because you forgot to put on the Quick Draw attachment. I always use Quick Draw and 100% of the time, so that's why I do have the Quick Draw attachment. I do want to be ADSing faster. Now the second attachment in my opinion is the most important to have on this gun, and that is foregrip. Foregrip is so important with this gun because when you first get this gun with no attachments, I need to say it's the worst gun in the game with no attachments. It's absolutely garbage and trash because the recoil kicks in so much. The recoil is insanely high without grip and it's pretty much uncontrollable. That's why I do want to use the foregrip attachment so you can reduce that recoil as much as possible. And now for the third attachment, I'm using suppressor, and suppressor works really well with this gun, and I want to be stealthy at the same time. Like I said, stealth class setups in my opinion are definitely the way to go in Infinite Warfare. They just seem to be like that, and I just like to use the suppressor attachment because it keeps me off the minimap, it keeps me stealthy. And then for the fourth attachment, which is also very important, it's going to be rifle barrel. Now rifle barrel is basically long barrel, and I feel it's a need to have it with this gun. This gun has very poor range. The range on this gun is absolute crap. That's why I do want to be using that so you can extend the range, because especially in those long range guns fight, you're going to be losing them without rifle barrel just because you didn't have the attachment. That's why I feel it definitely a need to have long barrel with this gun just to add that extra range that it definitely does need. Now coming in with the perks that I have guys, I have 3 perks. I know I'm only using 3 perks, but I feel like the 4 attachments are needed for this gun. So the first perk is going to be Ghost, and I like to use Ghost a lot with my class setups just because I want to be staying off the minimap. I don't like when somebody sees me every time I shoot, and I want to be staying stealthy so I can get my kill streak, stay alive longer, and that's why I do like to use the Ghost perk. And then for perk 2, of course you guys know I'm always going to be using Scavenger because I want to replenish ammo, but you could also have an alternative to that. You could also use Hardline if you use the man-at-arms trait, which is for the Merc combat rig, and what it does is it starts you with maximum and munition, so you could do that, but I just kind of like to choose Scavenger because in this gameplay I was using the Warfighter combat rig with the crossbow payload, so that's why I don't really use the man-at-arms trait. But again, you can do that if you want to, but I'm just going to use Scavenger because I want to replenish my ammo. And then for perk 3, I'm using Hardwired. Now I really like Hardwired in this game, and what it counters a whole lot of things, but the most important thing that it counters is counter UAVs. I mean, if you guys are me, I always look at my minimap. I rely on it most of the times, and I hate it. I just hate it when there's a counter UAV, and that's why I like the Hardwire perk because it allows me to still see the minimap even when people still have a counter UAV up. And of course it would make sense also to have Hardwire because we're kind of going for a stealthy kind of class setup. So that is the class setup for the OSA. Like I said, this gun is very good and I like using it a lot. It's one of my favorite classes to use when I'm rushing or tryharding, and I really like this gun. But again, this gun absolutely melts at close range, but as those longer distances it kind of lacks a bit. That's why I have this class setup, which is going to help you a lot, especially with the rifle barrel and suppressor. You have that combo of getting that added range and also staying off the minimap. So that is going to be the class setup. And then also I'm going to be talking about the score streaks I was using in this gameplay. In this gameplay I was using the UAV, the Vulture, and the Warden. I like to mix it up most of the times, but I like the Vulture a lot, and it's kind of better than the Scorchers and Bombardment in my opinion. And I've been using Vulture a lot of the times more just because of how useful it is. What it is a companion drone that protects your 6. Now it kind of lies a bit when it says says it's a companion drone that protects your six, because in my opinion, I always get killed like every time somebody's behind me with the vulture. But it's fine, because the vulture just seeks out enemies for you, which is what it's supposed to do. So it's basically like a cheaper version of the Talent for Black Ops 3. In a Infinite Warfare, the vulture is only 700 points to acquire. It's very relatively actually cheap to get this, and it's not like the Talent in Black Ops 3. It took almost 1,000 points to earn the kill streak, and that kill streak didn't get you a lot of kills. But in this game, vulture actually does a lot of damage, so that is the second score streak. And then for the third score streak, of course, I like to use the Warden. It's probably, in my opinion, one of the best score streaks to run, aside from the RCA and from the Thor. But that is basically going to be my score streak setup, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video, guys. That is going to be the class setup for the OSA. Like I said, this gun absolutely melts at close range, but you do have to watch out, because even in those longer range gunfights, you want to make sure, and I'm going to give you guys a tip, is also make sure that you hold down the analog stick when you're shooting this gun from longer ranges, or tap fire or even burst fire with this gun, because like I said, in those longer range gunfights, you're going to be very inaccurate with this gun when you just hold down the fire button. That's why it's important that you be conservative and that you burst fire at longer ranges. But that's the only thing that I have to say about the OSA. It's still a very good gun in my opinion, but like I said, don't be dismayed when you first get this gun, because when you first unlock this gun without any attachments, this gun is absolute garbage and trash in my opinion. I'm sorry I'm saying that, but it's kind of the truth, because the recoil, like I said, is very uncontrollable. But once you get attachment, this gun gets to be one of my favorites. So that's why that is going to be the class setup that I'm going to be using, guys. And I hope you did enjoy this video, guys. If you did find this video beneficial, make sure you guys definitely drop a like. That would really help me out, guys. And if you haven't already, make sure you guys definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys are new. And I will see you guys next time. God bless this nation. Peace out, guys. Peace.